Oh, that was terrible. Ow. Freak. Hey, I did. That was pretty good. I don't know. That was pretty good. Let's try one more time. Yeah. Alright, I think I'm in frame, but yeah, it looks good. Hey, what are you doing? Get out of my shot. I kind of have always been obsessed with anything that has to do with technology for as long as I can remember. So today, I'm making something that isn't completely programming. I mean, there still is programming, but it's a lot less than actual programming. And that is working with an Arduino. Now, you may be thinking, Kyle, what the crap is an Arduino? And that sounds like some foreign language that the Chinese or Japanese freaking came up with, but it's not, I promise. An Arduino is basically just a nerd computer for all you kiddos out there. But to be more realistic, it's just like a microcomputer. It can only run simple lines of code, so you're not gonna get anything like 4K on this thing. But overall, it's just a mini nerd computer, like I said. People have been able to create some pretty cool things with these nerd computers, but I don't have the time or the brain capacity to even accomplish what they can. So I'm starting simple. I know a few basics of the Arduino, but I haven't really made a project, so that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to attempt to make a game in Unity that will then communicate with my Arduino with all the components that I plug into it and hopefully make some sort of game controller out of it. So let's just dive right into it and start making my bomb. Oh, I mean controller. Alright, so let's see what we need for these components. First, you're gonna need some wires. There may be big, small, medium, it doesn't really matter. Then, if you want, you can have a joystick to control all the movement. Then let's, sprinkle on some buttons because buttons are nice. And your main component is your Arduino, which will be running all the brains for the computer. And then you're gonna need your breadboard. Oh, no, that's my bread. That's a breadboard. So let's get building this thing. And with the power of video editing, the thing is done. And there we go. There is the contraption. It looks kind of messy, but I mean, honestly, it's not that bad. It's super simple. You can honestly look up tutorials for each, like the buttons. These are really cool. They're miniature. Perfect. They all work. Well, nope. Don't know that yet. Then we got our joystick. Excited to see how this all turns out. Let's head over to Unity. All right, we're in Unity. Now let's get going. So of course, the first thing I must do is create a Unity project, or else I really won't make it too far.
2,000 years later.
After waiting like 2,000 years for Unity to open up, I'm actually able to get going. The journey to create a game that is compatible with my custom controller is just starting, and I am very excited to get started. So, let's get started. After creating the new Unity project, I started with importing the Arduino asset called Uduino. This asset makes it around 1,000 times easier to create something in Unity, and then hook up external components into the Arduino and have the two communicate easier. This also helps receive input from the Arduino a lot faster. After importing all of that, I started by simply adding a cube, and then I stretched this cube to be the floor. I then created a second cube, and I bet you can't figure out what it's for. And you're completely wrong. No, you're just wrong. Only someone as smart as me can see that this is a player. Big brain. But anyway, I was kind of getting most of my inspiration from Space Invaders. You know, that really old school game, definitely a must play by the way if you haven't played it. So, for now, I just kind of have it not space themed.
Oh, I love this game!
So it's finally time to get programming now that I have a basic scene and something to kind of mess around with. I'm going to start working on adding movement to the character so that he can move, because having the ability to move is pretty moving. Now, I won't bore you with nerd code because I'll save that for the tutorials. And anyway, who wants to use brain cells, am I right? Small brain gang, assemble. Drink, drink. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm not the small brainer. I thought I was big brain, but I guess not. Sad face. Well, anyway, I got the movement working really well, and I didn't end up using the y-axis of the joystick for anything. Well, not yet at least. I ended up adding it in just for a more fun type of game to take advantage of the whole joystick. I also messed around with post-processing because I've always wanted to add a little spice to the game, but I ended up not being able to find it for like 20 minutes, and then this happened. It's right there. Yes, I had already searched it in the package manager, but apparently I didn't see it, so I went on a pointless journey to find post-processing. On the third half of the game, wait, that's not correct math. On the third portion of the game, I really focused on getting enemies spawning and just bringing the game in a full circle with a game over screen and a restart button. The game was starting to feel more complete, so I decided to finally add enemies and add controller support for the Y-axis of the character. I also transferred fully into a space-themed world, and overall I thought the falling stars really helped bring together the whole moving through space aesthetic. I made the enemies look like triangles because of the look that triangles give off when they are coming towards you as the player. They just seem so angry. I also added a nice font that also helped bring a retro type of vibe. And of course, I had shooting so you were actually able to shoot back. But that about wraps it up for the preview of the game. I hope to expand on this game because of the possible potential it has. So leave a comment down below if you'd like to see that. One thing I did want to add was sound, but I didn't have the time to get to it. But if you guys want me to do that refinery type of video, then I will, and I will add a lot of cool sound effects in. But here's a little bit of gameplay of the game. So yeah, this was my journey on making my own game controller. And of course, there's definitely some things I could work on to make it just an overall better experience for the user. But for a first timer, I think it worked out pretty good. I will say that I did kind of waste time on figuring out how to wire up more than one button because I didn't actually end up using them, but now I know for future use. I definitely want to continue to do more projects with the Arduino and maybe even try some projects with the Raspberry Pi, which is honestly just another nerd computer. It just does some things that the Arduino can't do. Also, the Arduino game I ended up making for this video took me around 5 hours to make, and there's some functionality I added into there that is easily expandable. So if you guys would like me to release this game and polish it up, then leave a comment down below and I will do that, and I will also release it for Windows, Mac, Linux, and for Android phones. But anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and if you did, make sure to smash that like button, and also hit that little subscribe button, that red box, you know, click that box, it's a good thing. And then also hit that little bell next to it so that you can stay up to date with notifications of when I post my videos, because maybe, who knows, I might do a little something in the future, so you might want to hit that little bell. And I promise you guys, the content and the quality will only get better from here, so make sure you guys stick around. I really want to appreciate the great support you guys showed on the last video. I can't believe how big it blew up with me having so little subscribers, but I really am so grateful for you guys, so thank you. If you guys would like some sneak peeks into future videos I go throughout my weeks, then make sure to follow my Instagram or my Twitter. They both will have the same announcement, so either or. Also, if you would like to, only if you would like to support me, I have a Patreon link below, and that money is honestly only going into more equipment to make these videos even better. So you don't have to, but if you would like to. But that's all for now. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. This is Kyle signing off. See ya. Oh no.